Can you really strengthen your legs for another decade just by changing what you eat every day? It may sound too simple to be true, but emerging science is proving otherwise. After age 65, leg muscles don't just age quietly. In fact, studies in human physiology show that lower body muscles like the quadriceps and calves deteriorate twice as fast as other muscles in the body. This decline isn't just about moving slower. It's about losing balance, increasing the risk of falls, and eventually becoming dependent on others for daily needs. But here's the truth. This isn't just about aging, it's about how you fuel your body every single day. Smart nutrition can act as one of the most powerful tools to slow down muscle loss, support joint flexibility, and enhance overall stability. And the best part, several everyday foods have now been clinically shown to restore lower limb strength, balance, and endurance in people over 70. Stay with me until the end of this video, because I'll be revealing 8 foods that may extend your leg strength and mobility by 10 to 15 more years. These aren't exotic or expensive ingredients. They're accessible, proven, and surprisingly effective. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. What foods do you eat every day to keep your legs strong and steady? Let me know in the comments. Let's explore what modern nutrition can truly do for aging muscles and lifelong movement. So what's the first food that can help restore strength and stability to your legs as the years go by? It's not a flashy superfood or an expensive supplement. In fact, it's something so simple, most people overlook it entirely: edamame now. If you're not familiar with edamame, you're not alone. These young, green soybeans might not be part of your regular meals. But if you're over 65 and want to keep walking confidently without joint pain or stiffness, they may become your new best friend. What makes edamame special isn't just its plant-based protein. It's the impressive amount of manganese, a trace mineral most older adults are unknowingly deficient in. Manganese plays a critical role in bone formation, joint lubrication, muscle metabolism, and connective tissue strength. After age 60, your body's ability to absorb manganese drops right when you need it the most. When manganese levels fall, cartilage begins to thin out, joints become stiffer, bones weaken, and your knees, hips, and ankles begin to feel the toll. A 2019 study in the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology found that seniors with low manganese had a 58% higher risk of joint stiffness and lower limb pain, especially in the knees. But here's where it gets encouraging. Just 1 cup of cooked edamame provides more than 30% of your daily manganese needs, along with natural phytoestrogens that help maintain bone density, and amino acids that slow age-related muscle loss. Trio of benefits directly tied to movement and independence, and the advantages don't stop there. Edamame is extremely low in fat, high in fiber, and packed with plant compounds that reduce chronic inflammation, a root cause of joint degradation and muscle wasting in older adults. Reducing this inflammation helps restore flexibility, which in turn boosts both physical comfort and emotional confidence in everyday tasks. In one study, older adults who added just half a cup of edamame to their meals twice a week reported less joint discomfort and better walking ease in just 4 weeks. It's simple to prepare: boiled, steamed, tossed in soups or salads. Just avoid the salted, roasted versions that often lose nutrients and increase sodium. So, before we move to the next food, ask yourself, when was the last time you fed your joints from the inside out? Now that we've nourished your joints from the inside, let's talk about how to energize the muscles around them. Ever feel like your legs get heavier as the day goes on? Or that simple walks leave you unusually tired? This isn't just aging, it's a decline in circulation. And one unlikely vegetable might be your greatest ally: beets. Beets might not look impressive on the outside, but inside, they're loaded with natural nitrates, powerful compounds that help your blood vessels relax and expand, allowing more oxygen-rich blood to reach your legs, especially during movement. After age 65, this process slows down significantly, particularly in people who aren't physically active. As a result, muscles fatigue faster, your stride shortens, and your steps begin to feel sluggish. But here's the exciting part. In a 2022 study published in the American Journal of Physiology, older adults who drank beetroot juice daily for just 14 days boosted leg blood flow by 29% and improved walking endurance by nearly 18% without changing their exercise routine. That's the power of nitric oxide, which forms in your body from beet nitrates and acts like a natural vasodilator. And there's more. Beets are naturally rich in potassium and magnesium, two critical electrolytes for muscle contraction and nerve function. Many older adults suffer from nighttime leg cramps, often linked to deficiencies in these minerals. Beets provide a way to restore electrolyte balance without the blood sugar spikes you'd get from sweet sports drinks or even bananas. What makes this even more impactful is how physical circulation affects mental vitality. When your legs are more energized and less inflamed, you move more freely. That movement stimulates mood-boosting hormones, sharpens cognitive function, and supports independence. You don't just walk better, you feel better. To gain the full benefit, don't rely solely on beet juice. Whole roasted or steamed beets release nitrates more gradually, deliver more fiber, and help stabilize blood pressure. Slice them into salads, mash them with olive oil, or blend them into soup. Even beet greens are edible and loaded with calcium for bone health. If you're managing diabetes, hypertension, or simply feel your stamina fading, this one food could shift the tide. Beets work at the cellular level to improve endurance, reduce inflammation, and keep you grounded literally and biologically for years to come. If better blood flow helps your legs move, what keeps them moving smoothly and pain-free over time? The answer might surprise you: it's fat, but not just any fat. After age 60, your muscles shift to rely more heavily on fat for energy, especially as your ability to convert carbs into fuel weakens. And when it comes to smart, muscle-friendly fats, avocados stand out. Many older adults still hesitate when it comes to eating fats. But here's the truth: the right kind of fat doesn't weigh you down, it powers you forward. Avocados are rich in monosaturated fats, which not only support muscle maintenance and nerve protection, but also help quiet low-grade inflammation that silently erodes your knees, hips, and ankles over time. In fact, a 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Lipidology found that older adults who ate one avocado daily had lower C-reactive protein levels, indicating reduced systemic inflammation. They also reported less joint stiffness and improved mobility in just 30 days. But what makes avocado truly exceptional is how it supports your entire musculoskeletal system. The healthy fats in avocado lubricate joints, enhance cellular flexibility, and promote hormone production, including testosterone and growth hormone, both of which naturally decline with age and are crucial for muscle preservation. Add to that its potassium, magnesium, and vitamin K content, all key nutrients your legs need to function smoothly. Potassium helps prevent cramps by aiding nerve transmission. Magnesium regulates calcium in muscle cells, ensuring proper contraction and relaxation. And vitamin K activates bone-building proteins while helping prevent arterial calcification, a major concern for aging circulation. And let's not forget the mental aspect. Reducing inflammation and supporting movement translates into better mood, greater independence, and sharper cognitive resilience. When your legs feel lighter and stronger, your outlook shifts with them. To get the most from this powerhouse fruit, enjoy fresh avocado paired with vitamin D or calcium-rich foods to boost absorption of its fat-soluble nutrients. Mash it on whole grain toast, add it to salads, blend it into smoothies, or simply enjoy it with olive oil and sea salt. Just steer clear of store-bought guacamole with added sugars and preservatives. They dilute the benefits. For older adults who want to walk farther, feel steadier, and move with more confidence, avocado isn't just a trendy topping, it's a functional fuel that supports your heart, joints, muscles, and mindset all in one creamy, satisfying bite. If healthy fats fuel your movement, what keeps that engine running clean and efficiently as the years stack up? Surprisingly, it might be something as indulgent as dark chocolate. But not just any kind. When chosen wisely, dark chocolate can become a functional ally for aging legs, especially when circulation and energy production begin to slow. Let's be clear, we're not talking about candy bars from the checkout aisle. This is about 85% or higher cacao dark chocolate, rich in flavonols, plant compounds with powerful effects on vascular health, cellular energy, and the tiny mitochondria that power your leg muscles. As you age, those mitochondria cells' energy factories become less efficient. That's one of the hidden reasons why your legs may feel heavy, sluggish, or simply tired by mid-afternoon. But flavonols in dark chocolate stimulate nitric oxide production, which expands blood vessels and helps deliver more oxygen and nutrients to your lower body muscles. A clinical study published in Age and Aging found that older adults who consumed high flavanol dark chocolate daily for 8 weeks experienced significantly faster walking speed, improved calf muscle oxygenation, and greater leg endurance compared to a placebo group. This wasn't from exercise. It was a dietary intervention alone, and the benefits go beyond circulation. Magnesium and iron, both found in dark chocolate, are essential for older adults. Magnesium calms overactive nerves, relaxes tight muscles, and supports neurotransmitter function, while iron is responsible for transporting oxygen through your bloodstream. Low levels of either can lead to fatigue, cramping, or leg weakness symptoms often misattributed to normal aging. What's more, when circulation improves, so does mental clarity and emotional energy. Better oxygenation to the brain and muscles results in sharper thinking and a lighter, more energized state of being. Movement becomes easier and life feels less restricted. So how do you incorporate this without overdoing it? The key is moderation and quality. Choose organic, dark chocolate with at least 85% cacao, minimal sugar, and no artificial additives. Just 1 or 2 small squares per day daily after a meal to avoid. Blood sugar spikes can be enough to unlock its benefits without excess calories. Try melting a square into your morning oatmeal, adding shavings to a Greek yogurt bowl, or pairing it with berries for a post-dinner treat that supports your legs rather than sabotages them. And most importantly, don't see dark chocolate as a guilty pleasure. See it as a therapeutic tool, one that can enhance blood flow, reduce inflammation, and energize your lower body from within. For older adults who want to feel lighter on their feet, fight fatigue, and move with more joy, this isn't candy. It's targeted nourishment in every square. If dark chocolate supports circulation and cellular energy, what protects the very foundation of movement to your nerves, your bones, and your balance? For that, one of nature's most underrated tools is a humble, leafy green kale, often labeled a superfood. Kale is more than a buzzword for older adults. It's one of the few natural foods that actively supports neuromuscular coordination, postural stability, and bone integrity, three silent factors that determine whether you'll walk confidently into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. What makes kale so potent? It's rich in a rare nutritional combination: vitamin K1, calcium, magnesium, and lutein nutrients that preserve the systems responsible for steady, pain-free movement after 65. A 2020 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who consumed the most leafy greens like kale had a 45% lower risk of dangerous falls or mobility decline over 5 years. That's not just theory, it's clinically observed protection. Let's break it down. Vitamin K1 activates a bone protein called osteocalcin, which helps bind calcium to your bones. Without this process, calcium can end up in the arteries, hardening them and limiting blood flow to the lower limbs. Kale, through its K1 content, redirects calcium where it belongs into your skeletal system, not your blood vessels. But kale also plays a surprising role in neuromuscular balance. It's a source of lutein, an antioxidant long associated with eye health. Recent neuroscience research shows lutein also accumulates in brain and muscle tissue, where it reduces oxidative stress and enhances the communication between nerves and muscles. In practical terms, faster reaction time, smoother gait, and fewer dangerous stumbles. For best results, cook kale lightly steamed or sautéed with olive oil to make minerals more bioavailable and ease digestion. Raw kale can be too tough or irritating for sensitive stomachs, especially in older adults. Pair it with a splash of lemon juice or vinegar to boost calcium and iron absorption, both of which strengthen bones and optimize oxygen delivery to the leg muscles. When used this way, kale doesn't just add color to your plate, activates the very systems that keep you mobile, upright, and self-reliant. And if you're serious about preserving mobility as you age, kale isn't optional, it's essential. Before we move on, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future content like this. You've strengthened your bones and sharpened your balance, but what about the inner communication system that controls all of it? For many older adults, the missing link to better movement, steadier steps, and quicker reflexes lies in a surprising place: your gut. And few foods restore that internal engine better than kefir. Kefir, a fermented milk drink rich in live probiotics, may not be in your fridge yet, but it should be, especially after 65, when both gut diversity and neuromuscular responsiveness begin to fade. This isn't just about digestion, it's about how your gut, brain, and muscles talk to each other as we age. The gut microbiome becomes less diverse, and that decline doesn't stay in the belly. It interferes with nerve signaling, disrupts balance, and slows down muscle coordination, making walking feel clunky, joints feel stiff, and reflexes less reliable. Kefir helps restore that crucial balance. It contains dozens of live bacterial strains that not only repopulate the gut, but also lower systemic inflammation and improve nutrient absorption, particularly of calcium, magnesium, and B vitamins. These nutrients are essential for nerve conduction, muscle contraction, and leg strength. In a 2021 study published in the Journal of Gerontology, older adults who drank kefir daily for 12 weeks improved their walking speed, balance control, and had significantly lower levels of inflammatory cytokines linked to mobility decline. But kefir brings something most yogurts and supplements don't: bioactive peptides. These are tiny protein fragments that naturally relax blood vessels, support circulation to the lower body, and even help regulate blood pressure. For older adults with hypertension or neuropathy, this can translate into smoother movement and reduced fall risk. Improved blood flow means faster muscle recovery, fewer nighttime cramps, and more stable energy for everyday tasks like walking, gardening, or climbing stairs. To maximize benefits, choose plain, unsweetened kefir with no added flavors or sugar. Start with half a cup daily and increase as your gut adapts. Enjoy it straight, blend it with berries, or pour it over oats or chia for a gut-brain muscle boosting breakfast. And remember, this is a long game. Probiotics need time to rebuild your microbiome. Inflammation and rewire nerve muscle pathways. It may seem simple, but kefir is a multi-system ally working behind the scenes to enhance balance, sharpen motor control, and give your legs the clear signals they need to move with confidence. Your gut may guide the rhythm, but what helps your body react in real time, quickly, accurately, and safely? If you want faster reflexes, better coordination, and legs that respond to every step with purpose, then don't underestimate the power of a humble vegetable. Carrots. Yes, carrots have long been praised for supporting vision. But for adults over 65, they quietly protect something even more vital: the neuromuscular network that controls balance, movement, and reaction time. Behind each confident step you take lies a delicate chain of nerve signals and muscle responses. And carrots help keep that chain intact. They're packed with beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, which plays a central role in nerve insulation and muscle contraction. As we age, our nerves lose speed and precision. Small lapses in timing that once went unnoticed can now cause instability or worse, falls. Vitamin A helps maintain the integrity of the nervous system, sharpening reflexes and ensuring muscles fire in proper sequence. In fact, a 2022 study published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that seniors with higher blood levels of beta-carotene had 43% lower risk of functional leg weakness and performed better in walking speed, balance, and leg endurance tests. These aren't vague benefits. They're measurable, physical improvements. But carrots go further. They contain polyester rare plant compounds shown to have potent anti-inflammatory properties, particularly helpful for stiff joints and inflamed knees or ankles. This means carrots can ease pain and improve range of motion, especially in older adults who are no longer as flexible as they used to be. They also assist in collagen production thanks to their vitamin C content, reinforcing connective tissues around your hips and knees. As collagen naturally depletes with age, joints become vulnerable to strain and imbalance. Carrots help slow that breakdown from the inside out. To get the most from carrots, cook them lightly. Steaming or roasting helps unlock more beta-carotene than eating them raw. Add a touch of olive or avocado oil during cooking to boost absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A and K. Carrots pair beautifully with turmeric and garlic for an anti-inflammatory side dish, or can be blended into soups or purees. Just steer clear of sugar-glazed or processed carrot mixes. they negate the benefits. Carrots might not be flashy, but they're foundational, nourishing nerves, supporting joint alignment, and preserving the fine-tuned coordination you need to walk steadily, rise from a chair confidently, or catch yourself before a fall. For older adults committed to staying on their feet for the next 10, 15, even 20 years, this isn't just a vegetable, it's a non-negotiable ally on your plate week after week. So, you've protected your nerves and stabilized your steps, but what actually rebuilds the muscle that powers every movement you make? For older adults looking to walk farther, climb stairs confidently, or simply rise from a chair with strength, the answer is simpler than most expect. Eggs. Often underestimated, eggs are one of the most powerful foods you can eat to preserve leg strength, restore lost muscle mass, and extend functional independence well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Why? Because eggs offer nature's most complete, bioavailable protein with all 9 essential amino acids in the exact ratio aging muscles need. As we age, we lose muscle at an accelerating rate, especially in the legs. Without intervention, this leads to frailty, falls, and eventual loss of autonomy. In a 2021 clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who ate 2 eggs per day saw a 38% increase in lower body strength, a 22% boost in walking speed, and significantly better balance scores in just 12 weeks, even without changing their exercise habits. A key player here is leucine, the most important amino acid for stimulating muscle protein synthesis, with age-related anabolic resistance. Older muscles require a stronger trigger to grow, and eggs deliver that trigger efficiently and affordably. But the benefits don't stop at protein. Eggs are rich in vitamin D, choline, and B12 nutrients critical for neuromuscular control, nerve signaling, and muscle coordination. Vitamin D enhances calcium absorption for stronger bones and supports nerve-muscle communication. Choline fuels production of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for every movement your legs make. Without enough choline, coordination suffers and reaction time slows. Vitamin B12 supports red blood cell formation and maintains the myelin sheath, which insulates nerves and ensures accurate signals to your legs. Older adults, low in choline and B12, often experience weakness, poor balance, and fatigue symptoms is easily mistaken for normal aging, but often reversible with proper nutrition. In fact, a secondary analysis from the same egg study found that participants who saw the greatest gains in walking speed were those with the largest increases in blood choline levels, emphasizing its essential role in mobility. To unlock these benefits, eat the whole egg, not just the whites. The yolk contains nearly all the vitamin D, choline, and healthy fats that make eggs a foundational food for senior vitality. Avoid overcooking. Lightly boiled, poached, or softly scrambled eggs with olive oil or grass-fed butter retain nutrients best. And despite cholesterol fears, numerous large-scale studies show that whole eggs do not increase heart disease risk in older adults and may improve HDL, good cholesterol, and metabolic function. Eggs are quick to prepare, budget-friendly, and endlessly versatile. Add them to breakfast, slice over a salad, or pair with leafy greens like kale to enhance fat-soluble vitamin absorption. When it comes to preserving mobility, eggs aren't just helpful, they're unmatched. They're one of the most scientifically validated foods for maintaining strength and restoring energy with every bite. If you're over 65, time may be moving forward, but your legs don't have to slow down with it. The truth is, what you place on your plate today can determine whether you walk freely for the next decade or struggle with each step. Over the course of this video, we've uncovered 9 of the most scientifically backed foods to rescue your legs from the muscle-building power of eggs, to the nerve-protective benefits of carrots, to the anti-inflammatory effects of kefir. Each one is more than just nutrition. It's a step toward strength, balance, and independence. And this isn't about perfection. It's about consistent, small choices that accumulate into big transformations. Your legs don't just need movement. Need the right fuel, protein to rebuild, vitamins to coordinate, and antioxidants to repair. So here's the question I leave you with. Which of these foods are already in your kitchen, and which one will you add today? Leave a comment below. Your story might just inspire someone else to take the next step, literally. And if you found value in this video, please consider tapping the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on the bell so you don't miss future health tips made just for you, because every strong step begins with the right choice at the table, and every shared insight brings us one step closer to strength, to confidence, to freedom. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay grounded, stay strong, and keep walking forward, one bite at a time.